You are listening to Max Pew, an actual play RPG podcast. Max Pew follows continuous storylines that are best enjoyed from the beginning. This Extra Life content was recorded in a public venue, previously aired during the Team WV Fox Marathon stream on May 4th, 2019, and may contain spoilers for its associated work. The following content may contain mature themes and adult language. Please enjoy Part 4 of One Night Only.
Well, imagine if you're detecting a virus, but it was introduced by like a thumb drive and not by like the internet. So like the damage has already been done.
Okay.
When you try to localize where it is, it's the 10-foot statue that they have used as kind of like the centerpiece.
Can I block its IP?
You can, but the damage has been done. It's infected. And as they get to the bridge of this song, this statue begins to come alive. Roll initiative.
Ooh, 13.
Oh, yeah.
So, Obazai, you had 13.
Mm-hmm.
Navasi.
21.
Okay. Isoph?
9.
9. Quig?
10.
Okay. Don't do that anymore.
Well,
So,
my good luck.
Navasi,
That was worth it.
Oh, yeah.
I will remind you that
Sorry, I forgot I've got +7 to my initiative. 20.
20. Okay.
I really got to pay more attention to this.
All right. So, I'll remind you that we are doing buy a boon purchases. For $1, you can get yourself a random boon token. Okay.
I'm going to go in.
All right.
All right, we'll take
Let's do it.
I'm going to go 5.
Let's do it.
Cool. So go ahead. You can grab yourself 5 random tokens from the bag.
Just grab the bag.
And these are good for any game that we play in this room.
Yes! He
Yeah.
used my idea.
Yeah, I did. Yep. So you can use them now. You can use them later, however you want to. If you want to trade them with people, I mean, that's fine too. I'm not keeping track of who bought what.
You got a cat that's going to cast magic. Yes.
Yeah, some of those sixes might be excellent for things from the flood where you roll a lot of d6s.
All right.
Okay, so there is this big animated statue. It's probably a good, we're going to call it about 150 feet. If it's near like the back of this concert.
That is a big...
Well, 150 feet away. It's only about 10 feet. It's only about 10 feet tall. We're not talking like Iron Giant / Godzilla.
This is not the Colossus.
No, but it's big for you all. It's 10 foot tall.
I thought of a chorus for that song.
Oh, yeah? Oh, God.
Don't give me no weed. Just want some witches in me. Or
Witches in mead.
It's an actual song by a pirate metal band.
Oh. Is that how the chorus goes?
I'm gonna guess Hailstorm. So
Yes.
that's the only pirate.
So
There are more than just them.
this thing becomes animated and is ready to rock and roll along with the ending song Winches and Mead, which just entered the bridge, and we'll probably get about the chorus once the combat begins, if I had to guess. So Obazaya, it's about 150 feet between you and this creature, and there's a crowd of people that have their attention towards the band.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, you can kind of see the band playing and, like...
That's not
like
what about it.
it's like
playing and then they kind of slow.
no, it's like professionalism still kicking in, but you can start to see a little bit of worry on their face.
They're just starting into the extended solo where each member of the band gets their own 1 minute of solo.
I'm waiting for Miles to just point with 4 arms.
Because he can.
Because he can.
So Obazai, what would you like to do?
What's around the statue right now? Are there people around it, or
The people are more like between you and them. So if everyone's kind of ahead of this statue.
Okay.
It wasn't quite a big enough concert so that like people are sort of surrounding the statue.
Mhm.
So like they were able to crowd up pretty far up to be able to watch and listen.
So I'm going to start moving towards the statue.
Okay.
I'm gonna use-
Now, these crowds are going to kind of act as like difficult terrain.
Okay.
So what's your speed? 35, I think? Okay. So normally you would move half speed. Are you going to attempt to move and attack, or you just want to
Just move up.
Okay. So you're going to be able to approach 35 feet on this thing. So that puts you at 115 feet away from this animated effigy. Navasi, it's your turn. It looks like Obadiah is kind of maybe jumped down from the stage and is making their way through the crowd. And, being it's Obadiah, it's kind of easy to see the wake that she's leaving.
How far away is this thing?
So it's going to be about 150 feet away from you.
I'm going to get in that wake.
Okay.
Follow her.
Alrighty.
I guess double move.
So you'll double move. I'm going to say that if you use the wake to your advantage, you'll probably be able to do a single move just fine, and that puts you like right behind her, and then you can use your second move action to get like an additional 15 feet. So we'll say that you're about 100 feet from this statue at this point because you're able to take advantage of her large size. It is the creature's turn. It begins to animate, and you can kind of see like the full stature of this thing. And it's kind of like one of the almost like a steampunk Transformer Burning Man type thing where there's like a lot of extra pipes and stuff like that, and it starts to transform a little bit, and like limbs start to elongate almost to the point where it's almost like a primate, where like the arms probably reach down all the way to the ground if it would let them. And one of these arms seems to have some type of like integrated weapon involved with it as well. Let's see here. It does a scan to see what could possibly be a viable target. And seeing as how there's only a few things with armament in this area that are approaching it, let's see, who will it be? Obadiah is going to take aim at Obadiah with this big, like, integrated, like, arm weapon. Does a 24 hit your EAC?
I'm going to say watch out. You get a +4 bonus to your AC.
So if you add 4 to your armor, does it miss now?
Just barely.
Okay. So Navasi, with the foresight of having a little bit of distance and being able to see this and kind of calculating it's aiming a little bit higher, she probably thinks it's aimed for her. So she's probably like ducking as well, but probably yells back to everyone, like, watch out.
You're
Kinda
prone too.
Okay.
Because you drop down.
So yeah, you drop down. Well, I'm going to say that like everybody in that area probably drops down.
Okay.
So like this whole like wake that you had created, and almost like a wedge shape of just people dropping down because they hear you, and just your voice like comes over the music saying watch out. Everybody drops prone. A blast almost looks like a line of sparkles comes out of this arm, and it misses you, but like it goes directly behind you and basically hits those supports, not the same supports that the Lashunta is stuck on, but hits some of those supports. And you can see these supports start to eat away as these nanites begin to shred the superstructure of the stage underneath.
Then I want to, if I get a turn now, I think it's my turn.
Yeah, so it'll be Quig's turn. This thing has shot this weapon that appears to be just like a concentrated stream of nanites.
Well, I would like to identify this thing, if possible.
Absolutely. It'll be like engineering or mysticism.
Well, I've got plenty of engineering. That's going to be a 19.
I'll give it to you. I should probably make a DC 20, but I'll give it to you. This is an animated effigy.
Okay.
So basically, it was a statue that had become animated due to a combination of technological. I'll give you one piece of information about it.
I want to know about the nanites.
The nanites are part of a weapon. And did you use engineering?
Yes.
Okay. You recognize this type of weapon as being a liquidator disintegrator cannon.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
So that's what it is using to make that attack. And it does acid damage, which I think we've determined is mainly it's like nanites breaking things down to like its constituent components, because that makes more sense than shooting a gout of acid when it's battery powered.
It's just it's the same effective as acid, where flash.
No, it's battery powered. It's just like squeezing the battery out onto.
Oh, that's dumb.
No, it's nanites.
It's nanites. Or
This is nanites. We're flavoring it nanites.
Yeah, okay. Then, all right. So, does it do damage over time, or is it...
No, it just does wildly variable amount of damage upon contact, because these nanites are being fired at such a high velocity that they don't really stick as much as they pass through like little drill bits.
Then, okay, guys, you don't want hit with that if you like your face, because it will eat it. All right, I will share what I know, but it looks like this thing's part magic, so I don't know everything. That said, how far away is it now?
From you, 150 feet. From Obadiah, 115, and from Navasi, 100.
All right. Well, then I'm going to send scouts out flying towards it. It can fly at 30, so I'm going to give it a double move, and it's going to shoot.
Okay.
Actually, no, it's going to double move because I can only give it one action. And Quig is going to he's going to start setting up a barricade there below the stage where it's kind of shooting at what's underneath.
Okay.
It won't take much to get through this, but I can stack and reinforce objects to provide cover in an adjacent square. So I'm just going to pick a square there at the base of the barricade.
Yeah. Now, you know that these particular cannons don't have penetrate. Mm-hmm. Basically, the nanites are kind of like hitting and like washing over it. So, like, it's not like punching through like an artillery laser would. Okay. So the barricade, even though it might destroy the barricade, you think that that's going to be a suitable
this will provide me cover, and it has hardness 9 and 9 hit points.
Okay. So you set up a barricade to kind of like protect what's already been destroyed.
Yes.
So that a continued hit wouldn't like completely destroy those particular structures.
Exactly.
Got it. Okay. And you're drone double moved?
Yes.
So that puts it at about, is it a 30-foot fly?
Mm-hmm.
So it puts it about 90 feet away from this animated effigy. Isif.
Isif is going to move directly behind Obadiah, and then double move on past.
Okay.
So,
and you do have your jetpack.
Yeah. Yeah, so I'll do, that'd be 60 feet of movement over people.
Okay, so you're just going to do like your 60 feet and just like do a little hop?
Yep.
Little bunny hop? Okay, it puts you about 90 feet. So like you pass by Scout, airborne as you go, and then like, kind of land directly under.
Keep up nuts.
So you can call it nuts? Wow. Obadiah, it's your turn. You're about 115 feet away, but you are prone, so it'll take you a move action to kind of stand up.
Okay.
Where Quig is
but you figure that probably saved your life.
I'm going to stand up and move forward.
Push through again. Okay. So you'll move another 35 feet, which I think puts you 80 feet from the monster if you do the double move.
He's going to settle his
I'm going to move
down.
up and to the right to kind of spread out.
A handle.
Okay.
Where we're all.
Gotcha. So you're creating a spread here to.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay.
So not a huge
I was
angle.
checking the numbers when I saw
I won't
that.
get 85 feet up there, like 95.
Okay, we'll call it 95 feet, and you're kind of like not in a straight line.
Yeah.
Like my
Okay.
cobalt size,
Navasi?
but that thing is cat-sized.
Obadiah has kind of like sheared off a little bit, so they instead of like passing you, they kind of went over to the right
Now that I know
to
that
kind
handle
of spread out a
exists.
little bit.
Okay.
But it is your turn. You had about
I was at 100 feet.
100. Yeah. You're about 100 feet.
I'll have to double move again.
Okay, so you double move, that puts you about 70 feet from there. It is the monster's turn. Now, it saw a Vesk trying to circle strafe. It sees an envoy making a straight charge. It sees a drone flying up ahead, and it saw a android jump jetting. Navasi, you probably being the closest
Okay.
right now, you're about 70 feet away from it. You're the closest. It is going to take a shot at you. That's
Can I
everyone.
watch
Natural
myself back?
20.
You can't. Yeah, it's gonna get ugly.
It's going to get so. One of the cool things about the Liquidator Disintegrator Cannon is that it's one of the few items that does a D20 damage.
Good lord.
So
Yeah, it might roll 1. It might roll 20.
you're going to take 31 acid damage,
Oh my.
and I need you to make me a fort save.
Fort save.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably not. 5 plus 1. 6.
Okay, so you are also under the effects of corrode, which is basically burn but acid damage.
How much?
It'll be D6 on your turns, so that'll come in later. But you, everybody's kind of clearing out, and it's almost as though this perfect wake of individuals had kind of cleared away for this shot to hit Navasi, and this big cannon goes off, and I mean sprays her from like head, shoulders, knees and toes, like the whole.
Got the knees and toes twice.
Yeah,
There
I
he
mean,
goes.
because it's like the secondary spray that comes out. So she gets coated in these nanites that begin to eat away at her armor and start to get into the skin and some of her weaponry and stuff like that. And they do a massive amount of damage to the point where they are actually persisting on her skin and causing more damage as this goes on. Quig, it is your turn. Your drone is sending all manner of negative feedback. It's like danger. I cannot flash danger hard enough at you.
All right. So the drone is going to get most of my concentration right now.
Now the
but
drone
not
was
all of it.
about it was 90 feet.
Yeah. So it's going to take range penalty, but it's close enough to start shooting.
Okay.
So it's going to do so.
Yeah, I don't know what my ranges are.
15 plus 7 is minus 2 is 20.
20 is going to hit.
Kinetic.
20 will hit kinetic.
All right, that's going to be 5 damage piercing.
5 damage.
So for my quick standard action, the drone is going to move a little bit closer, but kind of away from where kind of diagonally away from where the bulk of the party is.
Okay.
Just so if this thing starts spewing AoE nanites at us, we have. But also Quig, because the way you described it earlier, that something in this construct was on the network. Well, actually, no. Quig is going to be a little bit more preserved at this point, and he's going to use his action to activate the energy shield built into his custom rig.
Okay.
And turn on his personal force field.
All right. That might be a good plan.
All right.
Isif,
What?
as you are approaching, you see the gout of nanites blast Navasi, and it looked like a pretty gnarly burn that it caught.
Okay. What's my range on my arc pistol? Doesn't say.
The one that I gave you is 40.
Yep.
All right.
So you just treat them both
Well,
as 40?
so the thing is, you can actually shoot your weapon out to 10 times the range. It's just for every range increment, you take a -2 to your attack roll.
He can do his special attack with it.
Yeah, and also with the trick attack, you have to be
I
within
can't do
30
it.
of it.
Yeah,
But-
it's 40.
Well, the trick attack is based on the range increment of the weapon. That's what you can do.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, so
Oh,
I
that's 30.
can't get within 40. I'm not within 40. I'm 90 feet. So I'm just going to.
If you jump jet again,
I'm
that'll...
going to jump jet. I'm going to jump jet 30 feet as my move action. That'll get me to 60,
Okay, yep.
and then I'm just going to pop off a shot with the just one of my arc pistols.
Okay. That's going to be the second range increment, so it'll just take a -2 to your attack roll. But you're hitting the AC, so...
Now, this is where we find out if this is a robot.
That'd be 12.
12 is going to miss. Obadiah, it's probably a good idea that you broke away from the center, but it did look like Navasi may have taken all of the...
I'm feeling pretty bad about that because I actually had this and I didn't realize it until after you announced the results.
No, that's okay.
I do have use the effects of a low-level healing potion as one of my boons,
Okay.
which I'm going to toss over to Navasi
Yeah.
to use.
So the serum of healing, is it... are you into hit point damage?
Oh, yeah.
What is it?
D8 plus
D8 plus 3.
The Mark 1 is D8, Mark 2 is 3D8.
It's a D8.
I'm actually cool if you want to hang on to that. It doesn't matter.
I got nothing, so
Okay.
go ahead.
Does that use any kind of action for him to give that to me?
For him to give it to you.
Okay.
This would be the same as him like buying it and giving it to you later.
Beforehand.
So
Okay.
yeah.
So do I need to wait?
Yeah, it's his turn right now. So like
I'm
we'll let him.
gonna
You now we kind of
Beeline it
tailwind
towards-
portion of this online.
Okay, so you would determine that you were probably about 90. You said about 90 feet,
yeah.
and then we'll subtract another 35 for your double move. So that puts you 55 feet away
Okay.
as you're like shoving the crowd back.
Okay.
It's getting to the point where a lot of the crowd is sort of like dispersing left and right. So probably at this point forward, like at the end of this round for everyone, we're going to say at that difficult terrain's probably non-existent anymore. So it'd be a whole lot easier for you all to approach this thing. We are at Navasi.
Roll your D6.
Roll my D6. Okay. 6.
Reroll your D6.
You want me to reroll my D6? Okay. 2.
Yes. Then
That
I'm going
is
to
suitable.
drink this potion.
Okay.
Bossy used to be kind of cute for a human.
And that'll be a move action, correct?
Sure.
And I'm going to use my standard, or I'm going to use the standard here in the move is get them.
Okay. So you chug that potion that was fortuitously gifted to you, and then you
24.
cool. It is this creature's turn now.
Yeah.
What are its targets looking like right now? So we've got a drone that shot it. We've got a jumping android, and we've got a Vesk that's pushing forward through. So, Vesk
Mm-hmm.
it is going to point its cannon at Obadiah.
Watch out.
Watch out. So he's giving you watch out. Which,
Plus 4 to your arm. That's 19 plus whatever.
so that's a 34 to hit your EAC.
Reroll that.
Reroll it. Okay. Wow, that is a 20 to hit your EAC.
You missed.
I missed. So this cannon fires. It looks like it's going to fire well, but again with
Any
the
more of those?
but again with like the watch out, like you duck down and it misses completely. Quig.
Quig. All right. So Quig has his personal secure bunker set up, his force field and his barricade, and his drone is like 100 feet away doing the actual fighting. So Quig is going to check the computer network, the data net. Is this thing on the network?
As much as like my cell phone would be on this network.
That's all I need.
Okay.
Because I have at least 3,842 instances of Abyss Head's viral marketing album on my network.
Okay.
So I'm just going to slowly work towards routing those into the construct.
All right.
DDoS?
So you're gonna try. So you're gonna try to DOS this thing. Okay.
Yeah.
Make me a. So you're gonna turn everybody's like cell phone.
Yeah,
against
because
this.
everybody's, because I figure there's at least half a dozen of those, probably like an entire truck of those collectible plushies that.
Yeah, and they just all got squeezed at once.
Well, no. See, I said earlier I was going to set up the firewall to block them.
Oh,
So
now you're unleashing
I'm
it.
unleashing it and routing that IP to the monster.
Okay. Make me a.
This can take a few turns. I don't care. The drone's going to do the actual fighting.
Make a computer's check.
All right. There's a 17 on the die, so that will be a 28.
I'm going to say that this overrun of information is going to be sufficient to stun this creature for a round.
All right.
As it tries to process this, and it like tries to like disconnect itself from the network to deal with it. So it is going to be stunned for a round.
Okay. Good enough.
Isif.
I
The drone still has
action.
I forget you got your.
The drone's going to miss.
Okay. Isif now.
So
you see this effigy start to spaz out bad because
it's like the same 30-second clip of the Abyss setup.
Yeah. So I'm just going to turn off his hearing sensors at the moment.
Okay.
And then I'm not going to fly anymore. I'm going to run my 40 feet. That puts me at 20.
Okay.
And then my trick attack, I get an extra 40 foot of movement?
So basically your trick attack is a full round action that you're allowed to move and shoot in the process of. So yeah, you can make your trick attack roll.
Well, I was at 60 feet, so I can't get that.
Well,
I can get within 20 feet and shoot.
That's
fine.
That would be 21.
That is not sufficient to do the trick attack, but you can still shoot it.
I think it was 21, yeah. No, wait. It's a plus. My stealth is plus 14. That would have been 21, but it's plus 4 on trick attack as well.
See, that's the bug.
So
That's
it's 20,
only plus 1.
So it's 25.
Okay, 25 will do it.
Okay.
Because I just saw that at the very end.
Yep.
Yeah, that's the broken part that you're adding.
All right. So arc pistol again. 12 would be 19.
A 19 will hit at TAC.
There you go.
So that becomes 1.
So yep, you'll do your trick attack damage as well.
D8 be 8 points of electrical damage, and it is flat-footed till the end of my next.
Cool.
The beginning of my next turn.
That shot is more effective than you thought it should have normally been, as though it has a weakness to electricity.
Robot.
Oh, Baziah. The crowd is clear enough to where you no longer have to worry about that.
Mm-hmm.
We determined you were about 50 feet away.
Yep.
So a single move will get you to about 15 feet away if you're looking for melee, or you do have ranged weapons.
Yeah, I'm gonna move up and I'm gonna try my flamethrower out.
Okay. So you'll move up to where the flamethrower is in optimal range.
Yeah.
Make me your attack roll.
All of my damage.
Okay.
I didn't add the plus 2.
Math Thunder.
Missing something here.
What are you trying?
Attack roll Roll a 12.
All right, let's see
It's
here.
under.
Plus your flamethrower.
It's right here,
offense.
+5.
Oh, okay. So 17.
So 17 total.
Yep.
Versus EAC, and it's flat-footed. You hit.
Okay.
Stunned.
Yeah. Yeah, it's in a bad way right now.
Right.
I'm going to do 8 damage with the flamethrower.
Nice.
It's got the that rolling text of the Linux reboot going through its eyes.
If they've just used solid state, it would have been up for it quicker. All right, so you start to flame this thing. Now it literally is like the burning effigy that they have at like Burning Man. Navasia, is your turn. You kind of treat your wounds a little bit, but it appears that they've stunned this thing long enough to maybe give you a little bit of breathing room.
Okay.
And
how far away am I from?
you're about 70 feet, but there's no longer a difficult terrain.
Okay. I'll move up. I can see 40.
Okay.
I'm going to cast Magic Missile.
Okay.
That'd be 3 of them. Or actually, I'm not going to move.
You're not going to
I'm
move.
going to do full
And you're going to do the
I'm
full
gonna do
round
3.
magic missile, which is 3d4 plus 3.
6, 8, 11.
Yep. So out of nowhere,
Comes a Magic Missile.
a triplet of magic missiles pours out and bam, 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 hits this thing with force damage. This creature,
Electronic arts.
Yeah.
yeah. So this creature seems to begin like fighting off this stunned. And the boot up music comes on, and then Quig, it's your turn.
All right. You know what?
That was earlier.
I do not have to have done anything else. That I'm done with this game because that was fun. But my drone, it will go shooty shooty. I wonder, can the drone full attack if I give it my action?
Yes. I'll allow it.
Yeah, if he says
I'll allow
you
it.
can do it.
This ain't society.
There's a natural 20 on
Hey,
those.
point, 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 point.
So that'll be
Oh, yeah, we had to get him this round.
12 points of piercing.
12 points of piercing.
Or was that last round? That was last round. Never mind.
You go scout.
Yeah, because you used Watch Out the last round. So, bang, bang. The bullets hit this thing. It's starting to look like a little worse for wear. Now, granted, it was basically a modern art installation to begin with. But
Oh my god, we've been attacked by the statue in front of the play center.
oh, that'd be terrifying because it's like a diamond-looking thing. Like, does Quig have anything? Or you've got to move.
You know what?
Standard.
Quig has a move action left, and he's just going to basically be like, just like it worked. It worked.
Yeah,
he's doing
really
a work dance behind his barricade in his force field.
The music is still going on. Like at this point, you can tell that the lead musician's like, maybe this is part of the act or something. I don't know. He's just like working its way into it because it seems to be working out so well for him. Isoph, it is your turn. Your weapons are working pretty well against it.
Trick attack again.
Okay.
It's not going to make it. That will be 28.
28 will trick attack it. Okay, give it a go.
Oh, that's a 1.
1. I missed that. That's the bad thing about trick attacks. You roll twice.
I have 2 years worth of groaning over that stuff.
Yeah. Obadiah, it is your turn. You are very close to being able to get in melee range. Just one more move and you'll...
I'm going to move up, use my Ember Flame Doshko, which will activate the coordinated shot, so anybody shooting from range will gain a +1 bonus.
Okay. So you attack this thing with the Doshko.
I'll take a
Go
swing.
for it.
Light it up.
17.
EAC will hit.
16.
16? That's why you've been trying to get up so close. Gosh.
Lizard lady in front is amazing.
My God. Okay. You hit this thing and you knock like the equivalent of like a bunch of like metal pipes out of this thing, and it's 10 foot tall, but you're hitting and it's like what would have been like the thigh of this thing just starts going flying. It's in pretty bad shape at this point, but it's still up, if barely. Navasi, it's your turn.
I'm going to get him and shoot at it. So I'm going to give everybody get
I
him.
think I've missed a few like corrode checks on you, but we'll.
No, I got healed, remember?
Okay, yeah, well,
Then
okay.
it stopped in.
I think there's
If
still
not,
like
you
a
owe
safe.
them too.
It's fine.
What does
We're at the end here. It's
Gives you
it's the
+1.
equivalent of being on fire, but it's acid damage.
No, get them. It
+1.
gives everybody a +1.
Oh,
to the
get him.
monster.
Okay.
Except for me.
So Navasi, what are you doing?
I'm going to shoot it.
You're going to shoot it.
That
Okay.
means you get a +1 anyway.
Yeah, I do get a +1 from you, don't I? 12.
12,
13.
13. Okay. So this creature has a Vesk up in its grill, and it doesn't want to shoot and take the damage, so it is going to attempt to slam into you. So it's going to use like the gun and just kind of do like the backhand swat at you. That is going to be a 30 to hit kinetic.
It's going to hit.
Okay.
Watch out. Help you.
So that's going to do 10 bludgeoning damage as this big cannon backhands you.
Okay.
Almost like a battering ram hitting you right in the center mass. Quig, it's your turn. This creature looks to be in very bad shape.
All right, the drone's going to attack twice, and that's probably going to miss with both.
What was that
plus
10
one.
turn into?
With multi-attack penalties, 12.
Okay, yeah, you are
Fishing for 20.
regretfully correct. Is Quig going to do anything?
I'm trying to think. You know what? Is that cannon up on the stage still active?
Sure.
All right, Quig's going to climb up on the stage.
Okay. So you climb up on the stage. Isif.
Isif is going to use his upgrade slot to use a swift action to pull out the new Explorer hand coil.
Okay.
Instead of doing a trick attack, he's going to do multi-weapon fighting. Since I've got a +1 from you and a +1 from you, it's only at a -1 penalty.
That's true.
So first attack be a natural 19, which
Yes.
26.
Yes.
Second attack is a 7, which would put it at 13.
13. My favorite is when people say an unnatural 20. That's when the result's a 20, but not from the die roll. You do get one hit, though.
Yeah, and that is 1d6. 4
4.
electric damage.
Tell me how you take this creature out.
Ooh. He's gonna Old West this one. Just shoot it. He's gonna see the arcing go through the creature's entire body, watch it fall, and then just Old West spin his gun back into his.
This is like right back into the quick draw holster.
Nice.
So this happens right near like the very end of like kind of the near like after like the last chorus of the song.
They've been extending the solo.
Oh yeah, they've been extending it for a while. Yeah. So as this thing goes down, they start to do like the closing riffs, like bam, bam, bam. Good night, Akaton, and like the crowd's going nuts because like you have this like big pyrotechnic show going in the back. This going on here. They're going like the crowd's going nuts. The band's doing their thing. The curtain closes, and after a little bit of decompression there, you're asked to come back to the manager of Cutlass. So the manager says, "So, like what you did out there, we know that was unplanned. We're not going to tell the band that, though. They think it was part of it, and they really liked your performance. So they are requesting that we hire you full-time for security and performance and all that stuff. And honestly, I agree with them, which is a rarity. So,
Well, we have a couple very important things we need to negotiate here. First off is I think we need to arrange for Devasi to get some plastic surgery.
already done.
I'm not babysitting mom or Mills.
We can take turns. We set up a rotation. I can build a babysitting drone.
Yeah.
Just attach it.
Or more importantly, a subdermal tracking implant.
That's better.
Either of those will work pretty well. If you can pretend that it's part of like the tattooing process, I mean, that would be
Well, I mean, he's got to drink himself unconscious at some point.
pretty frequently. You make a good point.
Just offer him a beer.
He'll drink whatever you get. It's amazing just how much you have to put into him to knock him out. That's beside the point.
I'm sure we'll find out.
Yeah, you will. You will. Some of those concerts that require drift travel, he spends. He has requested that we never install a better drift engine.
Does he beat the Wade Boggs challenge? It's like 100 some beers.
He's pretty impressive. That's usually where his paycheck goes. But we do appreciate your help, and welcome aboard. And that is one night only.
Mike's just going to get his tattoo now.
You're going to go get your tattoo?
All right.
He's getting an effigy with lightning coming off of it on his chest.
That's amazing. I can't do anything better.
That's fantastic.
All right. Thank you all very much for watching, if you have been watching. Up next is, if I recall, The Secrets of Cats.
No, I think that's an 8.
Next one
That's at 8.
is Kobolds.
Oh, Last Gasp. Last Gasp is coming up next to be run by Jeff Cullop. We're going to take a short break here for now, but we should be coming back at you at about 4 o'clock Eastern. Thank you very much for tuning in.
We hope you enjoyed this Extra Life content. If you are interested in updates from Team WV Fox, follow us on Facebook. In addition to event updates and details, there are opportunities to win some excellent prizes. If you would like to support Max Pugh and WV Fox, please visit bit.ly/MaxPewPew to make a tax-deductible donation today. All donors supporting my donation efforts will be announced at the end of every Extra Life episode on Max Pugh. This week, I would like to thank the White family, Jill, William, and our anonymous donors for their donation to Team WV Fox and Cincinnati Children's Hospital. I would also like to thank Hero Forge Custom Miniatures for donating a premium plastic miniature voucher, and Kobold Press for donating copies of Last Gasp, which will be featured beginning next week on the podcast. Please look forward to the official Team WV Fox Marathon event. Music provided by Tabletop Audio. 10-minute ambiances for games and stories. Find out more at tabletopaudio.com.